Hey guys, how you going? This is BillyEatWorld, and today we're going to take a look at a theme loadout inspired by the German GSG 9. This theme has been suggested a few times before, but I thought it made sense to give it a go this week because the GSG 9 makes an appearance in the Rainbow Six Siege beta. I usually try and take suggestions for these videos from the comments, so if you've got an idea for a theme you'd like me to try out, then feel free to let me know. I don't have time to get around to every loadout, but if you make an effort to suggest something fun and interesting, then I'll most likely give it a go, and it might even make it into a video. Now, to kick off, the GSG 9, or the Border Protection Group 9, is the Tier 1 counter-terrorist unit of the German Federal Police. It was first formed in 1973 as a reaction to the 1972 Munich Olympics crisis, and it went on to be the basis for many other counter-terrorism units around the world. It currently numbers 250 operators who specialise in counter-terrorist operations, hostage rescue and special protection of high-level VIPs. Also, like many other special operations units, it can operate from the sea, air and the land, and can deploy pretty much anywhere in the world at a moment's notice. In its first 30 years, the GSG 9 was reported to have successfully completed over 1,500 missions, but as their operations are classified, there's probably many more that we don't know about. Their first mission though, and the mission that solidified their place as one of the most elite units in the world, was the hijacking of Lufthansa Flight 181 in 1977. 4 Palestinian terrorists hijacked the flight over the Mediterranean Sea, taking 86 people hostage and ultimately redirecting the flight to Mogadishu, Somalia. It was here that GSG 9, along with the British SAS, stormed the aircraft, killed 3 of the terrorists, captured the 4th and rescued all the hostages without injury. Now, to ensure GSG 9 retains this mission success rate, it selects only the best of the best applicants who are given the highest level of training. For example, applicants must already have at least 2 years service with the German police force to even be considered for a place in the 22-week basic training program. To be selected for the training phase, applicants need to prove that they're in peak physical and mental condition, which is tested along with other specific skills like marksmanship. Of the applicants that do make it into the grueling program though, only 20% will actually make it through, which is an attrition rate similar to that of many military special forces units. Like I said though, the unit is considered by many to be one of the best counter-terrorist units in the world, and because of this they're funded at the very highest level. This means that GSG 9 use a range of different weapons, many of which are found in BF4, like the M416, the MP7, AUG A3, SCAR H and the SIG 553. In this loadout though, I've decided to run with the Remington 870 shotgun, which is used by the GSG 9 for breaching rooms and other close quarters work. I'm also running with the HK Compact 45, the ammo box, the flashbangs, and like Blitz from Rainbow Six Siege, the ballistic shield and the defensive perk for extra armor. Now, as for attachments, well, as far as the pump-action shotguns like the 870 go, I think the best way to make them most effective is to use the full choke and the dart rounds. I've also added on a tack light, but apart from this, you don't really need anything else because this setup is going to give you the best chance to take guys out at mid-range. On the Compact 45, well, I didn't really run with anything because when you reload shell by shell, you don't really tend to get caught on the reload very often. The only time I actually pulled it out was as a backup to finish someone off, and I get the feeling that sidearms wouldn't be used very often by GSG operators in the field either. As for the rest of the loadout though, well, the ammo box is pretty self-explanatory, but like I've said in previous videos, the ballistic shield and the flashbangs really aren't that useful. There's just too many players in BF4 for these gadgets to be effective, so to be honest, there wasn't many situations where I thought pulling them out would actually give me an advantage. The defensive perk I think is very important for this kind of loadout though, because the support kit doesn't have the ability to heal, and you need to tank that little bit of extra damage. And I think trying to stay alive was the running theme of my whole play session, because I don't tend to play with shotguns that often, and it really opened my eyes as to how inconsistent they actually are. The thing about shotguns like the 870 is that they have the ability to kill a target in one hit, assuming of course you have perfect aim and a lot of luck on your side. Most of the time though, you end up having to fire 2 or 3 shots to finish an enemy, which gives them a chance to take you out first. There were times where I felt almost godlike, just blowing noobs away left, right and centre, but then on the other hand there were good players that could wreck me head to head every time. There was even one guy who killed me 6 times in a row with an MTAR at point blank range where I should have had an advantage just because my aim was a little off and he punished me for it. I don't really like shotguns in BF4, and after today, I think I don't like them even more because they don't really have a place on the modern battlefield head-to-head with ARs. Sure, they might work in a confined space, but in-game, at mid to long range, you just don't even stand a chance. I think if I had to do this loadout over again, I'd definitely try it with an AR or a carbine because they're a lot less frustrating to work with, and you actually feel like you're in control. That being said though, I never do shotgun videos, so hopefully you guys enjoyed these clips for something different, but I doubt I'll be doing any more videos like this for quite a while. But anyway guys, let me know what you think of this loadout in the comment section below, and as always, if you like what you see, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Also check out the links in the description below if you want to see more of my videos, or if you want to support my channel on Patreon, and until next time, see you later and have a good one.